Look, we knew Spurs would cause problems here today with City, but I just thought they'd get beat up and they'd get blown away because I didn't think they would be able to keep City out, and I didn't think City would concede 3. But there was a pattern here today with the Liverpool game, even though it was a very different game, how both sort of away teams played, that City allowed the game to drift. They didn't seem serious enough about the danger that existed in the game. And what that amounts to, without a shadow of a doubt, is a complacency. And that used to happen regularly in seasons where we'd won the league and the year after you come back. And the problem is with City, we've become accustomed to them not being complacent and not being like this. But there's definitely a pattern now of them sort of, not waking up and sort of just drifting through games, thinking it's going to be easy. In fact, it is easy for them for large parts. And they're conceding goals. I mean, 9 goals. They've conceded 9 goals now in 4 matches, which is so unlike Manchester City. And I couldn't have more admiration for that back four. How they're conceding those goals. I mean, well done to Spurs. They do attack brilliantly. They're a sort of team that are a real box of tricks going forward and do the unexpected and pull you out of position. And City haven't enjoyed that game today defensively at all. And Spurs, without a lot of their really good players, have come here and got a point, and well done to them. They deserved it. But Chelsea the other week, when they played against 9 men, they played with 9 men, and we were like, what have we just witnessed? I mean, they got beat in the end, but it was just bizarre for so much of the game against Villa. They could have been 3 or 4 up in the first 20 minutes. Today, I thought they could have been 4-5-1 down at half-time. Haaland's missed 2 absolute sitters in the first half. That he doesn't miss both of those in a game again this season. But you're right, there is an element of madness, but there is an element of brilliance about how Spurs play. There is no doubt about that. That you can't come here and do what they've done and play the level of football that they've done. And Ange Postecoglou's only had a very limited amount of time with his club and these players. And actually, he's got 5 or 6 of his best players missing that would be playing here today. So to have them playing like that in a very short period of time, a few months in, to have them showing the courage. One thing that I can never, ever question about this Spurs team is the courage to play. But then I've been bored by them for the last few years, playing rigid, boring football that's been sort of unexciting. And I have to say, what I'm watching at the moment, I really like. And it's a lot of fun. And Pep Guardiola said this game would be a lot of fun. And the fun is Spurs because of how they play and what they bring to a game. So well done to the manager, well done to the players, and well done, really, to be fair. And they'll be conceding goals in games, they'll drive you nuts in some games, but they'll be blowing you away and thinking, wow, they're the best team to watch in the league, and you want the Spurs game every single week on Colcom because it's just exciting. And that's how I feel at the moment. You can't watch a game that is not exciting. And I'm doing the game next week against Newcastle. I'm already looking forward to it because it'll be brilliant. But what I would say is that I think they'll settle down into sort of between 4th and 6th, but you never know. And if they get all their players fit, and particularly their 2 centre-backs, they're big losses. I mean, you're playing out there today, with 2 full-backs, and not even your first, choice full-back. Ben Davies isn't the first choice left-back. So you're playing out there today with sort of Emerson Royal and Ben Davies at full-backs against Erling Haaland. That's a mismatch. And yet they've got through the game. They've conceded 3, yes, but they pulled a point out of the game, and they deserve a lot of credit for it.